Hello. Who's there? If you have mic and video, excellent. Welcome.
Brenda.
Brenda?
Yes.
Welcome, welcome. I was hanging out just in case anyone jumped on. I think with the nicer weather, we're having smaller groups, but if you're still game, let's have our class.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to my other.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. And I'll just.
I'm game. It's the first time I've been. Hold on.
Okay.
Just going to my other room. It'll look dark.
No worries, no worries. Have you done yoga or Pilates before?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm just putting the light on.
Yeah, no problem.
I've always done it, but I had a car accident way back in January.
Okay.
I wasn't allowed to do any Pilates or yogas for the past 6 months till they got everything back in mind.
Perfect. So you're feeling good now?
Yep. I had my physiotherapist gave me the go ahead last week. So
awesome. All right.
Finally.
Good, good. Well, we'll sort of take it, go at your own pace always. And we won't go crazy today if it's your first one back and it's just you and me. So let's do what we can, get you feeling good. And anything in particular, do you want to focus more on strengthening core, releasing shoulders, releasing hips, anything in particular?
I have to strengthen my core. What else did he tell me? And I have to, I'm having a hard time with my hip flexors.
Okay.
Because that's the injury was way down right where the hip flexors come into the spine.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I had a wicked back whiplash, as you call it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find a good spot for you.
Yeah. No worries. More so.
There we go.
Feel comfortable. There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. You angled down a little bit, so I'll be able to see you on, I'll see your spine. Yeah, there we go. That should be good.
There we go. That's safe. There we go. That's good.
All right. So let me put on some music for us, and then we'll go for it. And since it's just you and me, if you have any questions, you can just you can keep your mic on if you want, and just kind of let me know. And if anybody else hops in, then they do, and otherwise it's just us. And we will finish up just before 1 so you can get back on with your day. Sound good?
Oh, yeah. Oh, thrills.
Or we could just have a really long class for the whole rest of the afternoon, right? There you go. Excellent. All right. Well, welcome, Brenda. And my name's Andrea, and let's do this thing. All right. And let me know how the volume is. I do sometimes have a mic. I'm not sure whether I want to bring that in or not. We'll see.
Yeah, because I've tried your videos when they get uploaded. So that's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Asa's got to make sure that always gets done. I don't know whether he does it or whether you guys.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. All right. So let's start on your back. Just give me a nice big stretch. Really think about opening up, arch your back. Really lengthening, nice big yawn stretch. Good. And let's hug your knees into your chest. As long as that feels comfortable to do so. Good. And you can rock side to side. That feels good. Remember, always listen to your body, what feels right for you. Excellent. So releasing that back. Good. And let's bring both legs up to the sky. Push that tailbone down, get a nice long stretch to the back of the legs. And let's point one foot, flex the other, and just alternate. Connect with your breath. Good. And bring those knees back in. This time take the knees a little bit wider. You can still rock here if it feels good for you. Massaging into the back. Excellent. right. Let's bring it in, feet flat. We'll just start to open up those hips. Wake up that back. So I'm just going to press up into a bridge, just very light. So think about peeling that tailbone off the mat. Press your hips up. And then ground your back. Roll down, tailbone touches. And just let it release here. Good. We'll do it again. Tuck that tailbone. Draw those abdominals in. And exhale, press up, making sure your knees are in line with your toes. Good. And roll down. Releasing that tailbone, coming to that neutral pelvis. Let's do it again. Tuck, scoop, and press. And release. Start from the top. Roll it down. Tailbone down. Good. Bring one knee into your chest. And just give it a squeeze. You can roll out that ankle if it feels good for you. And another direction. We like to be balanced. Good. And just take that leg nice and long. Just releasing your hip. You can shake it out a little if it feels good. Flex the foot of that bottom leg. Really feel your hip flexor opening up here. So press away. Good. And let's bring that leg in. Other knee comes in. Let's roll it out. So circle the ankle. Just gently taking your time. Only if it feels right for you. And we'll go the other way. Nice. And flex your foot. Press that leg out. Open up the hip. Nice big breath, pushing away, breathing into that lengthening in the front of the body. Nice. And we'll bring it flat. Let's take the feet together, drop the knees out to the side. It doesn't have to go too wide. Big reach overhead. Open up the back, release your hips. And let's just slide our arms down to a T, so they're side by side. Good. And let's fold one leg over the other. Let your buttocks lift, so you're keeping just your shoulders flat to the mat. You can turn and look away. Let's inhale, roll into the center. Bring those legs in and just let them fall to the other side. So pick that top leg up, adjust the shoulders so you're flat on the mat. Nice, looks good. And just turn and look away so you're releasing your neck, the side body with it as well. Excellent. All right, let's roll in. This time we're going to hug that knee in at the same time we take that other leg long. So getting into that next level, just stretch out that hip flexor. If it's too intense, just bend that bottom leg. Otherwise, try and squeeze it in, flex both feet, hug it in if you feel comfortable to. If we have the right knee, right hand holding, you're going to open up to the side slightly, open up the chest, opening up that hip flexor in the bottom. Good. You can use that bottom other free hand to press down on that thigh to help get that release. Nice. All right, let's bring it in and we'll switch sides. So draw that knee in. Take a moment, just take your time to switch. Good. And then press out that other leg if you feel comfortable. Shoulders drop, just press those heels away. Breathe into that opening in the hip flexor of the bottom leg. You can use your hand on the thigh, and we'll draw that knee out to the side and up to the shoulder. Opening up. Good. Make sure you don't roll off on that other side, so you're keeping nice and square to the mat. Good. Keep breathing. Let's bring it in. Bring both legs in. Feel the abdominals fire up a little bit. Let's flex the feet, kick up to the sky. Good. And we'll point here. Abdominals are nice and strong. I want you to take a big reach. Arms are overhead. Big breath in. Feel your tailbone anchor down to the floor. Exhaling. As you inhale, we're going to peel the body off the mat. Reach up towards those toes. Look in towards your belly button. Feel your abdominals fire here. Good. And we'll bend everything. Give it a squeeze. And then release it down. So you should be feeling the abdominals start to wake up. We'll do that again. So kick the legs up, point. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, scoop up. Reach up. This time I want you to press down by your sides. Shoulders down, looking towards that belly button. Good. And hug everything in. Squeeze. And release. Excellent. Good. We're going to do it one more time. You're going to pick up a level if you want. So next level, let's bring those legs up, point. Feel them right on top of those hips. They can be slightly bent, no problem. Tailbone is your anchor. Pull your hips together, ribs together. Big breath in. And exhale. Push that floor away. Feel your middle back, your lats working. From here, we're going to cross, open and close those feet. If it's too intense or you feel neck pain, just bring your upper body down. If your head is up, your arms are up. Good. And try not to look to the sky, look in towards your belly button. And then 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze it in, bring the head down. Nice. All right. Pushing those legs away. Feel your abdominals fire. So hip bones come together. Neutral pelvis. So imagine you have a glass of water here. We don't want it dipping and pouring all over us. So keep it flat. Let's bring your leg up to a tabletop position. So it's right on top of your hip and your foot's in line with your knee. Good. Firing, pulling those hips together, pulling your rib cage together. Feel free to be hands-on with yourself. Really connect. Good. From here, let's take this leg. You're going to extend it out so your thighs are flush. And then we're going to pull that leg back into table. So I'm going to inhale, coming out. Thighs are side by side. Exhale. Bring that leg into table without going past. I don't want it coming all the way in towards your nose. Good. And continue with your breathing. So we inhale, lengthen. And exhale in. Good. Really think about extending, pulling, reaching out. And then as you exhale, connect with your abdominals to pull the leg in. So we don't want to be squeezing and using our hip flexor. So we're trying to retrain our bodies to think core muscles, your abdominals. Good. Nice. One more time. Nice and long. And exhale in. Good. All right. Let's stay on this side. I think you're up for a little bit more of a challenge. So let's take that leg out to that flush position. Imagine your big toe is like a piece of chalk. Without letting your knees or hips rock, let's draw a circle. So I like to use my hands here like a box, finding my lower ribs and my hip bones, making sure that I keep everything stabilized. Good. So it's that circle from your hip, drawing with the big toe. Nice. And let's pause. If you need to release your hip flexor, just bring that leg in, give it a squeeze. All right, and let's go back out. Set it up, find your flush position. Powerhouse is firing. Let's go the other way. Breathing in and out without rocking that bottom knee. Yes, nice. Really lengthen. Imagine I can reach and pull on that big toe. So think about lengthening that leg out of your hip. Good. Make sure we're not arching the back. Last 2 and release. Good. So let's take that top leg. You're going to thread it underneath your bottom leg. So thread it underneath. Drop and open that knee, and that's going to release your hip flexor. Good. And a deeper stretch, you can take that same arm. So I have my right leg tucked under my left, and my right arm is overhead. Good. And just relax there for a moment. Just relaxing the breath. Connecting back into a place of calm strength. All right, let's bring it in. Untuck that leg. Let's go to the other side. So picking that leg up, we'll start in your table. Check in with the tailbone. Did it flip up? Let's press that tailbone down like your anchor. Find your powerhouse. Good. We'll start by extending and bringing it in. So let's inhale, lengthen out, thighs side by side, and exhale. Use the lower region of the abdominals to blend. So you're really picturing as you bring the leg in, like you can pull those hip bones together. They won't go anywhere, but the power of the mind. Yes. Nice and long and in. Keeping your rib cage together as well. Let's try one more. Good. Give that knee a squeeze. Drop your tailbone. All right. Excellent. Let's set it up again. Find your table. Activate. So pulling that pelvic floor, so squeezing and lifting up like you're pulling up towards your belly button. Notice that tailbone is your anchor. Notice the natural curve of your back. Good. Let's take that leg out. So it's flush. Core is strong. Keep firing through those abdominals. And let's draw that circle. Good. Nice and small, nice and controlled. If you find that your hips are wobbling, the knees not wobbling, and you want to go bigger, you can. But it's about the stability, the control. Nice. And keeping that connection. Let's pause. Give it a squeeze. Good. And we're going to go the other direction. All right. We know what's coming this time, right? So activate, fire, thighs are flush, and let's circle. Remember, you can be hands-on to connect with those 4 points of the powerhouse. Keep drawing that pelvic floor in. Hips together. Do we still have a natural curve in the back? Good. Is that bottom knee stable or is it rocking? Remember, if your hip flexor takes over, take a break. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's bring it in. Go back under on this side for that delicious hip flexor release. So take the leg, thread it under. Yes. And then you can release your other arm overhead. Just let gravity open that up for us. Nice, easy breath. Feeling all right so far?
Yeah, that feels good, actually.
Good. Okay, let's bring those arms down. Release the leg. Let's bring both legs in. Give it a nice release, side to side. We're going to come up into a yoga bridge to release the front body, and then we'll be flipping over. So Pilates bridge, we would be keeping the pelvis neutral. We're going to go into a yoga bridge so we can really lift up, release those hip flexors. So if we're not sure first, you are a practitioner, so you're probably okay, good to go. Just a reminder, once you're up, your head stays up. You don't want to be looking side to side, okay? So feet are in close, feet and knees are hip distance apart. Draw those abdominals in, take a nice breath, and let's peel that tailbone off. Press your hips to the sky. You can kind of walk your shoulders underneath you. That feels good. Pressing those hips up. Feel that lengthening through the front of the body. Press into your full feet. Nice. If you need to come down earlier, you can. Otherwise, let's try and stay up for another 2 breaths. Really pushing up. Think about chin to the chest. Pushing into those feet. Glutes are squeezing. Lifting up as high as we can to open up the front body. Good. Release your shoulders. Roll that spine down like your leg curls into a case. And push that tailbone down when you arrive. And knees in. All right. Let's rock it out. And you'll roll to your side to come up safely. Good. If you want to get a sip of water before we switch, feel free. We're going to go into a tabletop. So we'll do some forward facing movements here. Activating lots of lower back, but just overall that whole stability, sort of that corset type of idea around us. So let's press those hands down, draw your shoulders back, feeling that length and that support. Knees right under your hips, hands right under your shoulders. Let's take our right leg back, tuck those toes, draw your shoulders back long neck, press into that foot. So feeling that lower calf releasing. Press into your hands, feel that stability. Good, really try and pull your shoulders back a little bit more. Yes. And let's come back in, changing sides. So tuck the toes, hip faces forward, press back into it. Good. Just nice breath. Trying to breathe in and out through the nose, if we can. Good, let's come in. Now that those calves are released, let's try and lift up into a downward facing dog. So pressing into your hands, you start from that nice table support, tuck, press back, lift up and away. Nice. Good, and I like that press, reaching back.
You can pedal through the feet if it feels good. Relax your head through your arms. Try and notice and create some space between your ears and your arms. If pedaling feels good, go ahead. Nice. Helping to bring a little bit more warmth to the body, which helps us get a little bit more space and depth into our stretches. Let's try and bring both heels down. They're not necessarily going to touch. That's okay. Keep a soft bend in your knees, so we never want to lock. Really try and lift your tailbone here. Breathe into that opening in the back of the legs. Good. Coming down to table. Shift forward, so we're in a modified plank. So your hips come forward without dropping. Your shoulders are back. Good. Pull your hips up just a little bit. Yep, you got it. So we don't want to be dropping here. We're engaged. Nice. And push back into an extended child's pose. So because we're longer, we won't necessarily be able to sit all the way back. Let's push forward again. Find that strength. You're right on top. If it feels good for you, you can tap your toes, go up to that full plank. And let's push back. Exhale into your child's pose. Good. So really watching when we come forward, we want to activate our core muscles. So it's not so much about condensing or compressing the lower back and opening the front. It's about activating. So think about this table. We're nice and strong and neutral. Keep that position and just shift forward so you're on your hands. Yes. Tuck your toes, lift up. Shoulders are back. And press. This time in your child's pose, I want you to take your feet together, knees apart, and really walk so you can sit all the way back. As far as you feel comfortable, use your hands to push the floor away. Nice. And just relax your head through the arms. Let's lift up. This time, let's come down into plank. We're going to come onto our forearms. So I want you to walk those feet out. Come right down. Wiggle yourself out. Perfect. And you can prop up a little bit to start. Checking in, our shoulders and our elbows are in line. And we have a tendency to kind of bring our hands together. So let's make sure we open them into like a sphinx position. We're not collapsing into the shoulders, so I'm pulling back. You're going to tuck your toes. We're going to draw those abdominals in, and we're going to lift and hover off the mat. Good. Keep the shoulders back, long neck. Now while we're here, we're connecting with those points. Hip bones together, ribs together, belly button and spine, as if they can pull front to back to front. We want to think about that pelvic floor drawing in and up towards the belly button. Keep breathing. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come down. You get relaxed. Good. Come down. Let's release it. Take your arms out to the side. Just shake out the hips. Let your heels swap out. Bringing one ear to the mat. Just let that lower back release. The shoulders release. Just let your body go, oh yeah, I remember what this feels like. And just be in that moment for a second. We're going to come back. If that felt like a good challenge, I want you to do the same series. If you would like a little bit more, let's reach up, set that position, shoulder back. We're going to tuck. Let's press up onto those knees, and we're just hovering. If you want here, you're going to straighten one leg. So the knee comes off the mat, and then come down, and change. Knee off the mat, and down. Good. And think about that corset around the body. Keep alternating or just keep holding on the knees. It's up to you. I shouldn't see a big wobble or wiggle in those hips. Good. Let's try 4 more. Remember, you can just hold on the knees as well. 2 and 1. Good. Walking in. Sit back. Awesome. Tuck your toes. Oh, you want to go for the full down dog. Yeah. Go for it. Let's take it up. Downward facing dog. Excellent. Getting that nice length in the back. All right, walk your feet underneath you. Let's hang forward, release that back. I think you want to push a little bit more, so let's change gears a little. Let's roll up to standing. Reach to the sky. Exhale, dive down, flat back, soft legs, belly to the thighs, chest to the knees, folding forward. Good, let's do 2 more here. Roll up, reach tall. Push your hips forward, and exhale, dive down. Feel that opening the back of the legs. Good, last one, lifting up. I want you to stay tall. You can flip to face forward if you want. If you're able to just lift that camera so I can see you standing. Not to interrupt your flow, but so I can see you. Yeah, beautiful. All right, let's bring your hands into the heart. We're going to work on a hip opener and balance. Core is what helps us with our balance. So let's go into a tree pose. So we're standing, let's open up. Your hips are level. You're lifted tall, shoulders are down. We're going to open up the hips. So we're going to go opening up the hips, pushing forward slightly. Really activate this bottom leg. And you can stay there, or you can lift, whatever version. If you want to open arms, you can. Yeah, so kind of stepping off the mat, we get a little bit more stability. So wherever you're happy with those arms, good. And really think about opening up. Nice. Depending, I think you're sort of at that halfway point. If you're pushing, if you're on your knee, you don't want to push against it. If you're above or below, you can kind of push in and you're pushing back. So you get that equal and opposite energy. Challenge would be close the eyes. Dun, dun, dun. And we all fall down. It is tricky. It is. Good try. All right. You can change the arms if you want. Let's bring it up nice and tall. Really, you go pushing those hips forward. So we're opening the knee, opening the hip. And we'll bring it into face forward and come down. Good. Rock it out or shake it out. Let's try the other side. So finding that stability on the one leg, opening up the other one, making sure you're not rotating so the hips stay forward. We're dropping down, we're opening. Still connect with the powerhouse like we talked about. And any variation that you'd like. Remember, each side of the body might work a little different. Good. Finding where you want to connect. You can bring the arms out if you want to open up more of the front of the body, whatever works for you. If you're feeling up to that eyes closed attempt, go for it. Nice. I really like here to do open up, wherever you're comfortable. Nice. Try not to grip with your toes. Squeeze your glutes, open the hips, lengthen like you're trying to grow taller. Keep breathing as you hold the body. 3, 2, almost, perfect. And let's bring it in, good. Excellent, all right, let's walk to the back of your space. We'll do a big breath in, lift up. We're gonna walk out into a plank. Nice strong plank, stack on those shoulders, press back, pulling it down, good. And let's come right down, we're gonna work the lower back a little bit. So wiggle your hips back, press into the tops of the feet. Hands are in line with the tops of the shoulders. Pull the arms back, little grasshopper arms. Rib cage together, press your hips forward. We're gonna take a nice big breath. And it's like you're pushing a ping pong ball in front of you. Push and lift up. And then as you exhale, push forward and come down. Pull that belly button into your spine. So inhaling and exhaling. Inhale to rise, exhale to lower. Try not to press with the belly, but we're strengthening and lifting with the power of our lower back. Push into the tops of the feet. One more nice strong breath. Good, let's press those hands up. Just coming into a child's pose this time. Or if you want to release the shoulders, you're in tabletop, you're gonna thread one arm under and gently press onto it. Let your head come down for support. So we're releasing the shoulder from all of our tabletop and plank position. And pushing back, also releasing our tailbone and lower back. Just another 2 breaths here. Good. Let's press up. Changing to the other side. So thread that arm under, shoulders back. Gently let the head support. You can extend that other arm forward if it feels good, or keep it in. And you can just do regular child pose as well. If you are able, let's release that shoulder. We did quite a bit of work. Nice. All right, pressing into that extended arm. Let's lift up. Shake out the legs. We're going to do a lunge, and then we'll relax. So pick a leg. We're going to do both sides. Okay, take a foot forward. Check where you stepped, that you're not letting your knee go past your ankle. And for balance, just go a little bit wider. Let's pull that tailbone under. So really, we were working a lot on those hip flexors today. So really pulling that tail under, pushing your hip forward. And let's try and push into it. Open the chest. If you can, arms behind. Drop your shoulders, elbows back. Nice. And just breathe into it. So we're never necessarily holding the body. We're deepening. One more breath. And we'll pull those hips back. Just hinge from your hips to lift and lean over that leg, getting a little hamstring release. It's a counter pose. And we'll change sides. Oh, you're liking the hamstring. We'll do a little bit more hamstring after. All right, let's take that leg out a little bit wider. Check the alignment. Tuck it under, press forward. Wherever you are comfortable for the arms, but try and get a nice opening. So another option could be hands behind your head, opening up. If you think about squeezing your glute, especially with that back leg, it's going to get more of that hip flexor opening. Another 2 breaths. And we'll pull the hips back, push back, lean over, nice flat back, opening up that hamstring. Good. All right. We'll flip down. Let's go into one forward fold. And then if you have a moment, we'll finish with a relaxation. So take the legs out in front. Soft bend, no problem at all, or bend as much as you need to. Opening up. Let's take a breath in and exhale. Hinge forward. Connect with whatever you connect with. So maybe that's legs, toes, mat. Doesn't matter. Soften your shoulders. Let your elbows melt down. If your lower back wants a little bit more love here, I want you to actually scoop your abdominals in and round your spine. If you want more hamstrings, really keep that chest open and think flat back. So 2 ways to use it. Be mindful as well, your feet, they tend to roll into each other, so let's make sure the feet are open and flat. You're going to feel it stretch out the outside of those legs. All right, lifting tall. Let's make your way onto the back. You can just come to a resting pose for a moment, so our Shavasana, if you like. Just relaxing, letting everything settle in. Feeling yourself just release, relax. Letting your practice settle in. Just being grateful for your body, being back into your practice. You've worked hard to recover. And you're entering that next stage. If you're back is bugging you lying flat, you can take your feet out and just let your knees fall towards each other for support. Or you can take them out nice and long. Just take a moment just to close the eyes, just surrendering, relaxing. Just a natural, easy breath without forcing it. Continuing to rest, feeling supported by that mat underneath you. Letting your shoulders fall back, opening the heart, feeling your hips relax, your whole body just let go. Appreciating the hard work you've put in. Now just allowing your body a moment of rest without doing, just allowing yourself to be. Feeling re-energized, ready for whatever comes next in your day. Let's just start to wiggle your fingers and toes. If you have the legs bent, take them long. Take a big full body yawn. Stretch on your back, arms up and over. Lengthening and opening. You can bring the knees into the chest. One more time if it feels good. Just rocking side to side. And just making your way over onto your side. Just taking a moment, just bringing awareness back of your space, of your body, of your breath. Just take your time. You could make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Just take your time. Pushing up from your side to protect your back and your core. Finding that comfortable seated space. We'll just close our practice with 3 nice full breaths. Good. Taking a nice breath in, squeeze those shoulders up to your ears, and a nice big sigh. Drop them down. Good. Let's draw in all that good energy. And exhale. Releasing any last tension and last energizing breath. Fantastic. Take the arms out. Big breath in. Reach the sky. And we'll bring those hands in. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. I hope you feel fantastic. Welcome back to your practice. And I look forward to seeing you again. Namaste.
Namaste. That was great. Thank you.
Oh, good. My pleasure.
I really, really, really missed it. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well,
Really
welcome
loved it.
back. That's amazing. And we pushed a little. I saw you going for it. You're like, oh, I need a down dog right now. Right? Exactly. So we pushed a little and then we kind of backed off, right? So see
Yeah.
how your body feels in the next couple days. And then that's really
Yeah.
gonna
So it actually feels good actually.
excellent.
So that's
Good,
good.
good.
Thank you very
Excellent.
much.
My pleasure. I am away next week, so stay tuned. We've been looking for someone to step in. So I'm sure they'll send out an email if there's any changes. Otherwise, I believe there will be a session. Just won't be with me. So just stay tuned. They'll send you guys an email, okay?
All right. Yeah, just ask them to make sure the videos get up on YouTube
Okay.
there.
Okay,
Because
perfect.
then if there's nobody, I'll just do one of the ones that you've already done.
Exactly. There you go. Perfect. All right. Thanks so much, Brenda. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.